We already know what it is. We appreciate y'all being here with us. We got one more quick segment to do, the longest running segment on Let's Talk Football, the Down and Dirty, baby.
The down and dirty, ladies and gentlemen. We end this show on a positive note. We like to say just a positive something or something that's on our mind. And we hope that whatever we say, truly you accept it, because that's all we want to do on this show and on this network is bring positivity, light, and love. And that's all we've been about, man. So, Sean, what is your down and dirty, baby?
Yeah. So, a couple weeks back, I talked about making the playlists and always having the extra little recordings and all the clips and all that stuff so you can play them and consistently know them, which is great. But one of the things that, especially since once we all left school, one of the things that we've kind of stopped doing, or at least I have, writing. I used to write when I was in school, obviously for school, but I did a little dabbling on a little write, a little freestyle, all that stuff, poetry, all that. But it was always something good that I could go back to, and it was a creative space. I enjoyed it. You get into work and life and everything, and you seldom sit down to actually have the time to write. And then when you do, what do we have? We got our phones in our hands. So that eliminates that time to write. Not to put our business too out in the street, but, sickness. Cat and I has been a little sick, and, you get sick, you get a little cranky, get frustrated, stuff goes down, and the Lions are playing. Always. So you already know she was a certain feel some type of way. One of the things that I think is great, especially about writing, is there are times when if you are in the middle of a conversation, especially a discussion or an argument, you will be quick to, I gotta respond to what they just said. Instead of really evaluating, well, what does this mean and where are they coming from? And it's that I gotta answer this. So a lot of times you're hearing it, you're sticking one thing in your head, and then you're going after that, and you're doom. And then you start getting down the line where you don't even know what you guys were even going back and forth about. One of the things that I've been kind of working on with me is, instead of being quick to speak, kind of be slow to speak and write down, what are my frustrations? What are the issues that I'm having? Now, this helps in a lot of different ways. Number one, you are able to retain it. A lot of times if I write something down and then I reread it, now I put it out and it's being recycled back in, and now I'm kind of like, okay, just like what we do with these stats and all this other stuff. Also, journaling, all that type of stuff. I want to encourage you guys to take the time to start to write it down, even if it's your goal, something that you want to do for the future, even if it's a note or a letter, even if something somebody might not see, you want to write it down so you can have it. And something with the physical action of writing, it just makes such a difference. It's just such a release of your thoughts, your ideas, and things that you're trying to get out. So, hey, write it down. It'll help you remember, and also kind of help you to cool down, because after you finish writing, most times you'll be over what you were even upset about. So there we go.
Absolutely, man. I freaking love that, man. Let's go. Start writing again, man. And you're right. I just saw something about that. Start writing things down to make it plain for your vision. And also there's, I'm not reading as much as I used to, man. I'm starting to do things in 2024 that I need to get back to reading. And this is confirmation that you talked about the writing part, because you need to write it down. Like, you need to be writing this stuff down. I love it. I freaking love it. What's up? So for mine is I talked about it on the ladies show, that I've been really getting into inspirational quotes every day to try to pump me up for the day, to try to give me something for the day. And the one that was this morning hit it right on the money. It says, there's always light, even if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it, right?
Yes.
I'll say that one more time, because I know I flubbed it up, but it really hit me this morning. There's always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it, right? we sometimes are in negative situations where we're around negative people that always are talking bad about people, or we're always around just a negative situation that we really wish it just didn't affect us. But sometimes other people's negative affects us, right?
Yep.
We let other people's day, how they start their day, how they are, their energy gets onto us. But I want us to start being the light, because honestly, in order for us to make it through the day, we gotta be the light. We gotta be the person that says, "Hey, shut up. Did you wake up this morning?" And that
Come
person will
on.
think about it and say, "Well, dang, yeah, I did wake up this morning. Are you healthy?" Yeah, I'm healthy. Well, just shut up about the negativity, because there are people right now in the hospital that can't talk, that woke
Yep.
up not, somebody woke up and didn't have their family member, somebody woke up and didn't have anything to be happy about, but you truly have things to be happy about. But you have to be the light
Come on.
in a dark place. We know when we turn on the news every day that there is negative, dark stuff happening in the world all the time. But I want you guys and me and Sean, and when we walk out of our homes, people see the light in us. And they may have started off having a bad day, but it could be because you went up to them that morning and said, "Hey, how you doing, man? Is everything, is you having a good day?" They may be able to talk to you about it. But a lot of times is what we see is a person's having a bad day. We shun them off. We tell them, we don't want to be around them and da da da, because they starting off at a bad day. But it could be because you walk up to them and say, "Hey, how are you, man? Is everything going okay?" And they're able to tell you, "No, I lost a loved one. No, this thing didn't happen for me." And you could be that light in their situation. There's so much darkness and so much evil and so much negativity going on in the world, but we need to be the light. And I'm glad y'all said that, man, because we try to make this show the light, man. You may have had a bad day, but if you love football like we love football, me and Sean may have had a bad day, but we get on this show and it
Yep.
brings light to us. It brings light to you guys, we hope. But I want that to be in your daily situation. So when that person pisses you off on the road, on the highway, flicks you off, instead of you getting all upset and trying to follow them in road rage, man, pray for them. Tell
Come
them,
on.
"Hope you have a great day." Think in your head, "Man, I don't know what that person's going through, but I hope that it turns around and they realize how wrong they are." People will do it. People will realize how wrong they are. But if you let yourself get onto that cankerous sore of an attitude and you start having that attitude, "Oh man, you would not believe somebody cut me off earlier today." You just
Yep.
bringing negative things into it. When you can
Right.
be the light. "Hey man, I don't know who cut me off earlier today. They must have been having a bad day, but I hope that their day turns around and that they realize how wrong they were, and that they understand that they won't let that happen again." We got to start changing it, because if not, somebody else's bad day will turn into your bad day, and your bad day you bring home and make your home a bad day, and then
Yep.
your home bad day, you wake up the next day thinking about the bad day that you had before. But when
Thank
you
you.
be the light, you don't let that stuff affect you, man. "Oh, so and so had a bad day, but let me be a light in their situation. Hey, are you okay?" "Nah, man, I had my car broke down." "Oh, well, you need me to take you home today? You had a bad day." "No, I lost somebody in my family. Let me pray for you, or let me be there for you. Let me be a friend to you." "Oh, well, I just things aren't going well for me." "All right, well, let's talk about it. Let me be that person, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all have a day where we aren't the light. But I want
Come
us to
on.
remember that you got the opportunity to be the light even in a dark situation. So let's all be the light, man, because we already know there's always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, and only if we're brave enough to be it. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
mic drop.
go.
Let's
Let's
go. Love it.
go.